Bakersfield Condors will be welcoming a handful of forwards to their roster this fall who are making the transition to the professional game. Among them is Tyler Tullio, one of the players that the Oilers took at the 2020 NHL Draft when they selected exclusively forwards with all 6 of their picks. Tullio was selected by the Oshawa Generals with the number 11 overall pick in the 2018 OHL Draft. In his rookie season in the OHL, Tullio scored 42 points across 60 games, and he then followed that up by scoring 66 points over 62 games for the Generals in his second season. A high OHL draft pick who had 2 productive showings in his pre-draft OHL seasons had Tullio ranked as a prospect who would go early on in the second day of the NHL Draft, but he wound up falling all the way to the 5th round. It was quite surprising to see Tullio go this low in the draft, given his production and the fact that scouts praised him for having a very complete game for a young player. Ahead of the draft, Tony Ferrari of Dober Prospects wrote that Tullio was quietly one of the most complete forwards in his draft year, praising his play away from the puck and his aggressiveness in the offensive zone. Tullio himself said that he models his game after Brad Marchand, the infamous pest who has evolved into one of the NHL's most effective and complete forwards. Tullio didn't have an opportunity to prove teams wrong in 2020-21 as the OHL's season was derailed due to COVID-19. He wound up finding a gig playing professional hockey in Slovakia where he'd score 13 points across 19 games. In 2021-22, the OHL played a full season and Tullio broke out with a career high of 42 goals and 86 points over the course of 65 games. He was the best player on a middling Generals team that wound up losing in the first round of the playoffs. This season will be Tullio's first look at the professional game in North America. While other rookies like Xavier Bourgault and Carter Savoie will be pushing for offensive roles on the Bakersfield Condors, Tullio is a multi-dimensional player who could thrive as an agitator in a checking role. Skepticism over whether Tullio could play such a style at the NHL level given his size resulted in him falling to the Oilers in the 5th round of the draft. It'll be interesting to see if he can prove teams wrong for passing on him, much like Brad Marchand and others have done in the past.